It's time to do another Aqland's gaming news. This is number 15. I'm Aqland. If you enjoy my content, please hit the subscribe button, like button, also share with your friends if you don't mind. Also, please comment, ask me a question, or a comment in general. I'll do my best to answer them. Also, if you don't mind, hit the notification bell down below and you will be notified when I go live or upload another video. If you want to become a fan of me, Aqland, then subscribe to the channel and you will become a fan. I hope so. Okay. The lighting is horrible in here, so sorry about that. Alright. First game we're going to talk about is
this resonates.
Hogwarts Legacy has been delayed. It's like, Aqland, why would we care about this game? Well, if you are a fan of Harry Potter and you don't mind all the other mess that's going on that is attached to Harry Potter, you know who I'm talking about. I'm not going there. But if you still are a fan of Harry Potter and you're still craving more and you want a good Harry Potter game, this is going to be it. It was supposed to be released this holiday, but has been now delayed until February 10th, 2023. Now, what exactly is this game for people who don't already know? It is a Harry Potter game probably that you have been dreaming about. Maybe. Depends on your dreams, I guess, when it comes to Harry Potter. It's an open world RPG game, and you will be a 5th year in Hogwarts. This game is full of customization. You can customize your character and all kinds of stuff like that, and then you start your journey in Hogwarts as a 5th year. You will take classes and learn how to fly on a broom, cast spells, make potions, and more. You can also duel people. You can also have the choice of being bad, or any of the other curses. And you can be good as well. I'm really looking forward to this game. Can't wait. PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and Switch, and of course PC. And you can also probably expect the Switch version to come out at a later date, most likely, but it is getting a physical copy across all platforms, including Switch, which is kind of, but I'm glad that it's happening though. That's really, really cool. And of course, as always, show off some gameplay. And here we go. Having some technical issues, but hopefully everything's working now. But yeah, this game looks incredible. It's probably going to look its best on PS5 and Xbox Series X and also PC. But it should look at least halfway decent on Switch. Hopefully. But I'm not hating on it coming to Switch. I'm happy that it's happening, but I'm just saying, you know, the Switch is not very powerful. That's just the truth. That's just how it is. But it's still amazing. Anyways. But yeah, this game, oh, it's gonna be awesome. Cannot wait. Here's another game that has been delayed, sadly. But these games need more work. River City Girls 2 has been also delayed. Now, it's a beat-em-up style game made by WayForward, the same company, I believe, who also made the Shantae games, and those games are amazing side scrollers. Now, River City Girls is a beat 'em ups game, if I hadn't said it already, and this is the sequel to the game. It was supposed to come out this summer, but it now has been delayed. We don't have a updated release date just yet. I've never played this series before. Now, this is, as you already know, this is not the first game in the series, but there's 3 games in this series, as of my knowledge. There's 3 games. There's River City Girls, then there's River City Girls 0, which is a prequel before the first game, and then this second game, River City Girls 2. Really looking forward to picking these up. Limited Run did physical copies of 0 and the first one, and they're planning to do the same to the second one. Alright. Now, I don't know. It's really sucks when all these games get delayed. It really does suck, but what can you do? Love the art style of this game. I'm show it off in about a couple of minutes or so. It got released. I think even 0 and even the first one, I know for sure, were for PS4 and Xbox and Switch. Now, when it comes to the current gen, next gen consoles for PS5 and Xbox Series X, I think there is a physical copy of the first one, I think, now on PS5. Xbox is just digital only, and then Switch got a physical release for 0 and the first one and all that stuff too, and of course it's available on PC as well. Oh man, I tell you, highly recommend checking out this series, especially if you're just interested in watching some gameplay. Man, love the art style. And it is hard. It's from what the creators have said and other people have played this game. It is hard. But as you play it and learn the combos and learn all of the mechanics and stuff, it becomes easier. But it's not like your average beat 'em up style game. It's like, it's got a lot of stuff to it. You got tons of combos and tons of all kinds of other stuff in the game as well, from what I've heard about other people that have played it. But I'm really looking forward to whenever I get a chance to play this series. Alright, next game is a game that I played with my friend back in the day when we first picked up the Nintendo Switch. Back in 2017. I haven't played this game since. Now, this game is loved by millions of people. Now, I guess you can call it a game. I'm just playing. Yes, it is a game. Over time, some interesting characters and stuff have been added to this game. So, Aqland, just go ahead and tell us, what is this? Fine. Okay. Fortnite. Dragon Ball Z has now been added to Fortnite, and it actually looks pretty cool. It really does look cool, but that's all I can really say. You know, I am not a fan at all. I mean, it's alright. You know, I can see why people love it, but this is really cool right here. Got Goku and the rest of the gang, Vegeta and Piccolo, and no telling how many other characters have been added from Dragon Ball Z. But it does look pretty good. It does. Or you can also fly on the Nimbus cloud, looks like, and all the iconic power moves that you can use, fly around, all that stuff on the dragons. I guess even fusion, I guess, can also be done. So it looks like it's straight up Dragon Ball Z in Fortnite. So that's pretty interesting. But not interested enough to bring me back to Fortnite. So hopefully I won't get too much hate for that. It's just not for me. I mean, it's really not. But I can understand why people really love Fortnite. It's fun. Alright, next game is another sequel. I haven't played the first one yet. This is a Zelda clone. There's tons of Zelda clones out there, and they're not a bad thing. The Zelda clones are actually pretty good. The ones I've played, anyways. This game is getting a physical release through limited run, just like the first one. And this one, the sequel, is called Blossom Tales 2: The Minotaur Prince. I'm going to show it off in just a second. Love the retro art style in this game. It is really, really Zelda, pretty much, with a brand new title. Let me go and show it off now. I tell you, this looks really, really good. I need to play the first one. I really do. If you ever played Zelda, this is going to look awfully familiar to you. It's straight up Zelda. It really is. It's just a different universe altogether. But it's very familiar. It looks really good. I love the retro style of video games. That's what I grew up with, and that's probably why. It's just amazing, and it's so good. And I'm not saying I hate on the modern day graphics of modern day games out nowadays. I'm not hating on those because they look gorgeous. They look beautiful. But the retro style games is definitely my favorites. But boy, this is looking so good. Out now, of course. Alright. Very, very cool stuff. Next game is one that's been out before already, but it's being re-released again. I believe the original release, it was across all platforms: PS4, Xbox, Switch also, and PC, and it's been re-released again. I think it's Raja, I don't know, it's R-A-J-I, an Ancient Epic Enhanced Edition. Weird title, I know. Now, it's a Indian action-adventure Hindu mythology based. And the graphics are kind of like paintings inspired, I guess, during India-style paintings, I guess. And that's like, you would think, well, how does this game look then? It looks really, really good. I remember seeing gameplay on the original release, and it did look good. But this enhanced edition looks much better now. Oh boy. As far as I can tell, new stuff has been added to the game besides just better looking graphics. Is from my memory. And what's cool is, I don't know if this happening for all the other platforms or not, but for Switch, it has been confirmed that a physical release is happening. Coming soon. No release date for the physical copy for Switch just yet, but I'll be picking it up though for sure. And the game, the OG version and the enhanced edition are both out digitally. But it kind of reminds me of Prince of Persia just a little bit. It's got a similar art style and gameplay. When it comes to some of the Prince of Persia game, is very similar. But it's like the camera is like up above you and it's looking down on top of you. I don't know how to say that kind of genre of gameplay that it is. But I really like how it looks. I don't play too many games like this, but I'm definitely going to be playing this one and checking this one out. Oh man, look, she's got powers, she's got weapons, she's fighting off bosses and all kinds of monsters in between the bosses, platforming. It looks so good. Oh man, if you have played any of these games before that I've been talking about in this video, then please let me know down below how do you like them. I would love to know. Now, I hope you like Zelda clones still and continue will, because this next game is another Zelda clone. But it looks like it's exclusive to PS4 and PS5. It might be coming to other platforms at a later date, but so far as right now it's for PlayStation. I don't know if the game is out just yet. I don't know. But the game really reminds me also not just of Zelda, but also Donkey Kong Country. And I will mention why, because there's a part in Donkey Kong Country where you're in a cart and you're on rails inside of a cave and stuff like that. It's got some elements just like that in this game. And in my opinion, that's Donkey Kong Country to me. Now, the graphics are old school style graphics, so it looks really good. Very exciting to me. So I'm excited for it. If I hadn't mentioned the title already, I'm sorry. It's called Book Quest. And here we go. So it's very, very much like Zelda. I think he's also holding a sword, fighting off enemies with the sword and going on an adventure. And it looks like a collectathon. So you're collecting weapons and items and all that stuff. And it looks really good. I'll definitely like to check it out. Not sure if it's going to have a physical release or not, or if it's just straight up digital. I don't know. I have to do some more research on it as the days and the months go by. But definitely am very interested in checking this game out. Book Quest. Looks good. Alright, next game. Last game. And I failed to mention how many games I was going to talk about in this video, in 7. So we've already done 6. Now it's time for the 7th one. Now this game is about a certain sponge. No, I'm not talking about sponges that you use in the bathroom, in the kitchen, to clean your plates with, or clean up stuff. No. But that has been referenced before in some episodes. A sponge that lives under the sea in a pineapple. In a pineapple, if I didn't say that very clearly. And life under the sea hasn't changed very much. It's still going on, and you probably already know what it is now. SpongeBob Squarepants, the Cosmic Shake. It's a brand new action-adventure SpongeBob game. The art style is very much like the previous release. I think it was SpongeBob SquarePants, Battle for Bikini Bottom, Rehydrated. It's got that same art style. It's looking really good. I'm excited for it. Now, I have not played every single SpongeBob game out there. There's only certain ones I've played, and the ones I have played, I've really enjoyed them. Hate on me if you want to. I used to watch SpongeBob back in the day, and the games are pretty good. It's going to be released just like Rehydrated. This one's also going to be released on Switch and PS4, and I think even Xbox One and also PC, I would imagine. Now, there's no release date just yet. It's an action-adventure game, collectathon, and all that normal stuff when it comes to those types of games. And now is time to show you what it looks like. Nickelodeon, of course. Gary has become crazed for candy or anything sweets. Because it talks about that in this trailer. Sugar Rush. There you go. Poor Gary discovered candy, and he ate so much of it, he got a sugar rush. And now he's become crazed and bad. And he has to be stopped, apparently. Now, this game is across all types of levels and all different types of SpongeBobs. Because apparently you're going to be able to go back into the ancient times right there. Caveman style Patrick and SpongeBob and Squidward. Where they don't speak words very much. Is very ridiculous and crazy. But it's pretty good. Darn jellyfish, I tell you. I don't know what it is about SpongeBob and jellyfish, but it's always been there. He's using his tongue to glide across the ground right there. And then he was on top of a boulder, rolling down a slope. And also, during prehistoric SpongeBob days, he apparently still has a pizza box. Because he's gliding with it right there. And of course, he's got his karate set up from that episode where he was learning how to do karate. He's wearing that setup right here to do karate on the enemies and well. And also fight bosses, which you'll see the boss in a second here. But I'm excited for this. This looks really, really good. Let me know down in the comments if you've ever played any of the SpongeBob games. And you don't have to feel bad. I mean, my goodness. The games are really, really fun. And I would like to know if y'all used to watch SpongeBob back in the day, or do y'all secretly still watch SpongeBob now? I wouldn't mind knowing. I don't really watch it anymore nowadays, to be honest. Every once in a while, I'll go back and watch an old episode, because some of the new ones are ridiculous, from what I've heard. They're not as good as the old episodes. And then you could be on the back of this seahorse and ride it in some levels, which is really, really cool. It's very much like Red Dead Redemption, but SpongeBob style. But yeah, the game is looking really good, and I'm excited for it. Whenever it gets a release date, definitely going to pick it up for Switch for sure. Really, really good. And I need to finish up Rehydrated. It's really, really good game. I'm not ashamed to admit it that I enjoy playing SpongeBob games. They're really good. And what's cool is these same people who voice them in the TV show have also been voicing them in the games, which is really, really cool. I mean, that's how you do it. Bring the same people back. I mean, it would make sense. Alright, if you enjoyed this video, or any of these games I talked about, are you excited about any of them? Which ones are your favorites? Are you going to play them all? Are you going to play certain ones? Just let me know down in the comments. I enjoy doing these Aqland gaming news videos. They're very fun. Doing the research, taking the notes, showing off the gameplays, talking about my excitement for each of them. I enjoy these videos. Alright, thanks so much. Alright, bye.